Very good morning, students. I welcome you all to today's English class. In today's class, I will be continue teaching you chapter number 23, that is correct uses of certain prepositions. You can see, please open page number 80 of your grammar book. You can see the definition of prepositions I have already explained to you in my previous class. Once again, I am repeating it. Some words or phrases added before a noun, pronoun to show time, place or directions are known as what? Prepositions. Some examples are also written here. Okay. In yesterday's class, in previous class, I have explained to you about prepositions like by, with, yes, in, at, when to use in, when to use at in sentences. Number 3, the difference between and among. When to use among, when to use between. This also I have explained to you. In and into also I have explained to you. Okay, let us discuss them one by one as a revision. So, by we use to show the action of the doer. Okay, to show the action of the doer, we use what? By. And with we use when to denote to point out the instrument by through which the action is being performed. Like the vegetables are the Ram is cutting the vegetable using in place of using, you can write it, sorry. Ram is cutting vegetable with knife. So with the help of which instrument the Ram is doing the action? With knife. To show that instrument we will use which one? With. Now talking about in and at. We use at whenever we want to point out a definite place. If you remember, I have given you the example of Ram lives in Hazaribagh and Ram lives in India. So, Hazaribagh is telling you about the definite place. So, there we will use what? Ram lives at Hazaribagh. And overall, like Ram lives in India. In India, you don't know where. Okay. But it is overall. So, whenever we talk about overall things, we use what? In. And in order to show the definite point, we use at. Talking about between and among, whenever anything is to be distributed among any two person, if it has to be distributed between two person, then we will use what? Between. And if more than two person, then we will use what? Among. In and into. First of all, you know, when we use in order to show कि कोई भी चीज़ अंदर है. Okay, we use what? In. But here we use this in whenever the action is in rest position, and whenever any action is in motion, then we will use what? Into. With examples, all these things I have already explained you. Today I will be explaining about next type of preposition, that is on and onto. Sorry, on and upon. On, upon. Let us first of all see the difference. When to use on and when to use upon. Sure. First of all, you see here. On is used in speaking of things at rest, and upon is used for speaking at things in motion. So, you see the example is already, I will show the example from here. He sat on a stool. Okay, he sat on a stool. Here you can see what is the action. कैसा काम हो रहा है यहाँ? बैठने का काम हो रहा है. It means there is no motion. It is in rest position. He is in what? Rest position. So we will, whenever I told you, whenever we talk about the things which are in rest, we use what? On. So he sat on a stool. Clear? Now next is the tiger sprang upon a calf. Sprang means jumped. Sprang means what? Jump. So tiger jumped upon a calf. So here action is not at the rest. ये तो motion का काम हो ना, यहाँ काम हो रहा है. It is in motion. So instead of using on, we will use what? Upon. Clear? So from book itself the example is clear. Now we will talk about in and within. Next type of preposition is what? In, within. When to use in and when to use within. Okay. In means at the end of the future period. Within means before the end of the future period. Okay. Now, if you carefully see the example, it will be clear to you. I shall be there in a month. See, here in both the example, first of all, I will be reading. I shall be there in a month. I shall be there here within a fortnight. Okay. Means I shall be there in the month. In the means you see, in means what? At the end of the future period. यानी कि इस मंथ के आखिरी तक मैं तुमसे मिलने आऊँगा या फिर मैं वहाँ आ जाऊँगा. आखिरी तक. इनका मतलब होता है at the end of the month. Clear? So महीने के आखिरी में. I shall be there within the month, within a fortnight means 2-3 दिनों के अंदर मैं वहाँ आ जाऊँगा. Means before the end of the time. See. Time duration is of 1 month. Time duration is of 1 month. Okay, in both the cases. But in means what? At the end of the month. At the end of month. By present. In between. महीने की खत्म होने से पहले ही in between. Within means in between. And it means at the end of the month. This is only the difference. Clear? Now next type of prepositions are after and in. After is generally used to denote some period of time in past. In is generally used to show some period of time in future. So after and in. Okay. After denotes the time of past and it denotes the time of future. Now let us understand the difference between the two. If you carefully look at the example, you will see it's written here. He returned to Madras after a month. एक महीने के बाद. Okay, after a month means here you can see at the end of the month in the past. As I have written there, you see after denotes the time of the past. So now you see the example. He returned to Madras after a month. एक महीने के बाद. So here the action has already been finished. वो मद्रास पहुंच चुका है एक महीने के बाद. So here we will use what? After. Next is he will return to Madras in a month. Okay, in a month means till now he has not returned. He will be returning. वो वापस जाएगा, वो गया नहीं है. This action will take place in future. Okay, so now you can understand the difference that after is used to show the actions which have already taken place in past, whereas in is used for the actions which will be taking place in the future. So these are the differences. Now next type of preposition is beside and besides. Beside and besides. Okay, now you see beside you know in Hindi we call bagal, side, or you can sidewise or side. And besides means के साथ. Like you see the example. Sita is sitting beside me. Okay, Sita is sitting beside me. Means by my side who is sitting? Sita is sitting. So Ram is sitting beside me. So like this we can see in order to show these who is sitting sidewise we use which word? Beside. Now what is the difference with one s? You can see how the differences will take place. Now besides, here what I have done, only s I have added. So what will be there? What will the meaning will change? Now the meaning will become के साथ, like besides carrying pencil, I also carried eraser. ठीक है, पेंसिल के साथ साथ मैंने इरेजर भी रख लिया. नाउ यू सी सम एग्जाम्पल्स फ्रॉम योर बुक. बिसाइड्स गिविंग हिम क्लोथ्स ही गेव हिम मनी. ठीक है, कपड़े के साथ साथ उसने उसे पैसे भी दिए. आई हैव 3 अदर हाउसेज बिसाइड्स दिस, मीन्स इस घर के साथ साथ मेरे पास और 3 घर हैं. So you can see the difference. Okay, just see the example, it will be clear to you what is the difference between the two. Now the very important since, from and for, these 3 you see. Try to understand these things very carefully, otherwise it will create a lot of confusion. Since is used to denote a point of time. So see, since and from, both of them denote what? A point of time where the time is given clearly. Okay, whereas for is used to denote a period of time, long time, like for a month, for 5 hours, for 10 years, like this. These are long timings, so they are not told. They denote, for denotes what? A period of time, whereas since and from, they denote a point of time where the time is given clearly. See, from today, he begins the work from today. So here the timing is given कि आज से काम शुरू हो रहा है, right? Not for long period of time. Let us read this. Since is used to denote a point of time, never a point of time. It is preceded by a verb in present perfect tense, but it is clearly used when we speak of the past time. You know present perfect tense, the work. What is present perfect tense? The work that has started in present but has not ended yet. So such actions are known as what? Present perfect tense. But it is correctly used when we speak of past tense and can never be used with reference to future or present time. Okay, I have not seen her since last September. You can see this is clearly telling you about what? Past time, कि मैंने उसे लास्ट सितंबर के बाद देखा ही नहीं है. ठीक है, ये बीते हुए कल के बारे में बात हो रहा है. बट हियर यू कैन सी द यूज ऑफ प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस इज देयर. ऑल्सो it is talking about a period of time. What is the period of time? Last September. So exact timing is also given. So in such cases what we will use? Since. From denotes a point of time. It may be used with all the tenses. So here is one advantage, it can be used with all the tenses, and it must be followed to, till or until either expressed or understood. So here also same thing, you remember that you have to see the point of time, whereas in for a period of time is used, that is a long period of time is used. It may be used with any tenses except the present imperfect tense. So these are the few points which you have to keep in mind while using since, for and from. So I hope it is clear to you. Thank you everyone.